Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, do not forget to subscribe down below, and if you are old, I appreciate you so much. You have no idea. Thank you so much for subscribing, for liking, and for watching my tutorials. I hope they are helping you out on your natural hair journey. Okay, let's get to business. So today I wanted to talk in detail about hair growth. It is one of the questions that people have asked me on all my social media platforms, on Instagram, on TikTok, even on YouTube. I get a lot of questions about how do I grow my hair? How do I maintain my length? How do I get thick hair? First off, hair growth happens to every single person, okay? Your hair is growing. That's it. It's a fact. You have to know that your hair is actually growing every single day. Every human being's hair grows. But here's the thing, the rate at which your hair grows is different from the rate at which another person's hair grows, okay? So everyone's hair growth is totally different, okay? Some people's hair grow faster, others' hair grow at a more slower pace, okay? But there are some things that you can do that can help you to retain the length, okay? Now this is the most common problem amongst us type 4B, 4C naturals. Our hair is so prone to breakage that every little thing we do, whether it's washing, deep conditioning, whether it's styling, our hair breaks off. So the one thing that I always encourage people to do is to always do stuff that is going to, or always practice a certain routine that's going to help you to maintain the length that you have grown, so that you can see some growth. Because if you're able to retain length, then you will be able to see some growth. So let's get into it. First, I want to talk about is routine. When I started my natural hair journey, the first thing I did was I created a routine for myself. By a routine, I mean I had a certain plan or a certain way of how I would wash my hair. So I would wash my hair every 2 weeks. I would wash, deep condition, style with leave-in, oil, and cream, or sometimes I'll do the other way, leave-in, cream, and oil. Okay, so that was my routine. So I always made sure that every 2 weeks I would wash my hair. Now I wash my hair weekly, but when I started out and my hair wasn't as thick and as long, I would wash my hair bi-weekly. And also, one thing that I always did was that if, let's say, this week I use a regular deep condition to condition my hair, the following week I'll probably do a mask instead of just a regular deep conditioner. So I would just interchange that. That's some of the things that I would incorporate. So like I had like a timetable. Like I had like a table where I had, let's say, this week, if I'm going to wash my hair, I'm going to use this shampoo, I'm going to use this deep conditioner, and I'm going to use this leave-in. And then the other week I would interchange and then use maybe a different shampoo, a different mask, not like a regular conditioner, but more of a mask, something in a mask form. Any conditioner in the mask form, I would rather use that and then go ahead and use my other product. So that's how I did it. The other thing that I want to talk about is product. It is so important for you as a natural product. The type of product that you use in your hair is super important. The reason why I say this is that not all expensive products are good products for your hair. You have to know that not every product is gonna work for your hair. So whenever you see someone doing a tutorial on a product, I always recommend that if they are trial sizes, you always buy the trial sizes, try it on your hair first, and then you can go in to buy the whole range or the whole line. Okay, now this is one of the mistakes I made when I was starting out. I bought a whole bunch of products, none of them worked for me except primarily Shea Moisture and Mielle Organics. Those two worked for me. When I started out with Cantu, and oh boy, my hair dried out so much. I thought there was something wrong with my hair. My hair would break off and I was like, what is going on? Until I switched up. and I realized, oh, okay. And I started enjoying my natural hair. You know, as I started seeing that the products were working for my hair, I really started enjoying my natural hair. So you want to make sure that whatever product you're using, it's good product, not necessarily expensive, but good for your hair. Because the better the products are in your hair, the more moisturized your hair will be. And when your hair is moisturized, that means your hair is not dry, which means that your hair is not prone to breakage, which means that you are able to retain the length, okay? Which means that, oh, you will see some growth, okay? And that's what we're trying to achieve, right? Another thing I want to talk about is trimming. So I've had a couple of questions about, oh, how often do you trim? When should I trim? And to be honest with you, I don't trim that often. No. I have cut my hair a few times because I wanted it to be at a certain length and I don't want to go past it, but I don't trim that often. I only trim, let's say, if I see that my hair, the ends of my hair are really weak and they look like they're about to split. That's the only time I trim. I don't trim often at all. I don't even remember the last time I trimmed. I think the last time I trimmed, I actually cut my hair, which was about 2 or 3 months ago. So yeah, and I haven't trimmed since then, and my hair is healthy. The most important thing is following your routine. Follow your routine. If you follow your routine, you would see that your hair will be, your ends will be healthy, and you wouldn't need to trim that often, okay? Only trim when it's needed. Also, another thing I want to share or talk about is, how do I protect my hair? So I've had a couple of questions about, how do you protect your hair? I use a satin scarf or a satin pillowcase every night when I sleep. I use a satin scarf and a satin pillowcase. I make sure that I'm wearing both, okay? I always sleep on a satin pillowcase, and I always have a satin bonnet on. That's how I protect my hair. Or sometimes I use a satin scarf instead. And as I previously talked about, moisturization. Make sure that your hair is moisturized, okay? When I say moisturized, I don't mean your hair should be soaking wet in product. No. But I mean, you can see right now, my hair is moisturized. It is not dry. You can see how shiny it is. It means I have product in, but it's not making my hair wet. It's making my hair look moisturized but not wet, meaning my hair will not be as prone to breakage as if my hair looked dry, okay? So keep your hair moisturized. Now you always want to make sure that whatever leave-in you're using is water-based. It's super important because first you need to make sure your hair has a little water in it before you add any cream or oil to it. Adding just cream and oil normally doesn't moisturize your hair, okay? You want to make sure there's some type of water in your hair, and then you can go in to add your leave-in cream and then top it off with the oil as a sealant. Oil is a sealant. Okay, avoid over manipulation. I've had so many questions on, how many times do you style your hair? Let me be honest with you, I don't style my hair every day. Most times I just leave my hair in twists and just let my hair be. I try to style my hair only once a week. That's when I'm washing. I'm not gonna lie, I am most times a very lazy natural. Most of the time, the videos that I post or the videos that I share are videos that are done ahead of time. Sometimes in a day I can film like 4 or 5 tutorials. Okay, so I'm not always touching my hair. I film ahead of time, I take my pictures ahead of time, and I can do like 4 or 5 tutorials at a go, so I don't have to always be touching my hair. So I avoid over manipulation. I don't manipulate my hair so much, okay? I'm not always touching it. I stay away from touching my hair too much. Actually, I am too lazy to be touching my hair every single time. I'm not gonna do that, okay? Avoid, especially if you're starting out as a natural, avoid touching your hair too much, okay? Okay, protective styling. If you have been watching my videos, you would have come to notice that whenever I style my hair, I make sure that I'm protecting my ends, okay? It's super important for me. The reason why is because the ends of your hair are the oldest part of your hair, and they are the most fragile. and they are the most prone to breakage. Okay, so you want to make sure that whenever you are doing a protective style, you're protecting the end of your hair. If you notice, whenever I'm styling my hair, I always turn the ends inwards and pin it down. Like, I'm going to take out this pin and show you right here. So you see, I always turn the ends in and then pin it down. I don't just leave my hair out, especially the ends out. Okay, that's what I always do because I'm trying to protect my ends. It's so important for me. So whenever I'm doing a protective style, I make sure that my ends are protected. I don't do tight hairstyles. Okay, I used to get a lot of like braids, like long braids and stuff, but I realized that every time I do a tight hairstyle, I have a lot of hair coming out of my scalp. Okay, that's because whenever you do a tight hairstyle, you are pulling at your hair. So by the time you take out the hair, whatever tight hairstyle you had in, you see that your hair is so weak that it just starts coming off. A lot of it come out. That's why whenever we do braids and whenever we do cornrows and all of that, we see a lot of our hair come out whenever we take down the hair. It's because we've pulled the hair so tight that it's so weak that whenever it's time for the hair to come off, our hair comes off. Okay, so you want to avoid tight hairstyles. Protein treatment. So I get questions about, oh, do I do protein treatments and what protein treatments do I do? And truth is, I don't really do protein treatments. The only protein treatment that I have been doing, there are two protein treatments actually that I've been doing. The first one is this Mielle Deep Conditioner. It is a protein treatment because it has some protein in it. Okay, it's good for dry and damaged hair. I try to use this like once a month. And besides this one, also I do rice water treatment. But I'm yet to try avocado or banana and mayonnaise. I haven't tried none of those, so I cannot attest to that. But one thing I do know is that too much protein in your hair will break off your hair. Okay, when you overdo these protein treatments, it weakens your hair, and when your hair weakens, your hair is just gonna fall off, and all the growth that has been coming in is just gonna be nothing. Okay, you're just gonna lose your hair, sis. You're just gonna lose your hair. Okay, so stay away from protein treatments. Just stay away from it. Stay away from it. Okay, if you want to do it at least do it like once a month. Okay, do it once a month or once every 6 weeks, but don't do it too much. Okay, just make sure your hair is moisturized and your hair will be healthy. Deep conditioning. So I've had a few questions about what is deep conditioning and how does it help with your hair. Let me tell you something. As a natural, you can never skip deep conditioning. Like, never. Okay, read my lips. Never. Why would you want to skip deep conditioning? That is the most important part of your wash day. How are you going to skip that? Imagine you're taking a shower, okay, and you forget the soap. Are you really showering? Are you? So think of deep conditioning as a way to allow moisture to stay in your hair. Okay, when you deep condition your hair, whatever product you use to deep condition your hair, you're just allowing your hair to be able to retain moisture, which is very important for your hair to stay healthy and for your hair to show some growth. Okay, you want to make sure that you are deep conditioning. Sis, do not miss deep condition. Like, deep condition every single wash day. I wash my hair now weekly, and so I deep condition weekly. Okay, do not skip deep conditioning. It is very important for your hair. Okay, as a natural, it's one of those things that you have to know. You cannot miss it. You have to deep condition your hair. Another thing, heat. So if I'm going to be very honest with you, I don't use too much heat on my hair. Even when I'm deep conditioning, I still use the lowest heat possible. And also, even when I'm trying to stretch my hair, I have different ways of stretching my hair. I have heatless methods posted on my TikTok and my Instagram platforms. If you're not following me on there, go there and then you see it on my page. But whenever I have to use heat, I use this hairbrush, which was under 50 bucks on Amazon, and I always use the lowest heat possible. The lowest heat, like I mean low. I don't really care if it's going to take long for my hair to dry. I'm gonna use the lowest heat possible, okay? Because we do love our coils, okay? And we appreciate our coils, and we are not trying to get our coils to look all types of shabby. Another way, which is the fastest way, okay, that I use to stretch out my hair using a little heat, is this. It's called RevAir. I actually have a tutorial, but I have not edited it. Sorry, it's just too many videos to edit. But I will be editing that, and I will show you guys how I use this. This is the most effective way for me to stretch my hair without effort. Like I can stretch all my hair in under 30 minutes using this, because it takes literally no effort. It's quite bulky, but it doesn't take much effort, and it dries my hair in like one piece. Like, I'm not kidding. But downside is that it is pretty expensive, but it's a good investment. If you can afford it, I would recommend you to 100% get it. It doesn't pull out your hair. Trust me, it does not pull out your hair. Like, even after drying, it's only not much of your hair actually comes out compared to when I use the other brush. Like, compared to when I use this one, I have more hair come out of this than of this, okay? So if I'm going to dry, I always make sure that I use the lowest heat possible. I don't use too much heat. I just use a little bit of the heat, okay? So another thing to talk about is oils. What oils do I use for my hair, or what if there are any supplements that I use for my hair? Yes, I do use supplements for my hair as well. The first oil I will talk about is castor oil, black castor oil. You can find this at any beauty supply or at Sally's, Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid. You can find it everywhere. It's one of my favorite oils to use because it's very thick and it helps me to seal in moisture. The other oil that I've also been using is this Mielle Rosemary Mint. You might have seen me use it in different videos, but I really love this oil. It's really good. I used it to grow out my edges because my edges would not grow. It took me so long, but then I used the oil consistently and my edges grew out. The other oil is Jojoba or Jojoba oil, which I use as well for my hair. And then another oil that I use is this Inches hair growth serum that I have been trying. It's really good for your hair. I will link it down below. I will link all the products that I'm showing down below. It's really good if you're trying to also grow your hair. It's a really good oil. And the other supplement will be the Inches hair growth support. Is gluten-free. I'll link the link down below. It's passion fruit flavored, so yeah, it tastes really good. Another growth stuff that I use is this. Yo, this product, I have been using this since I was in Ghana. Like, this has been my product even when I had relaxed hair, okay, permed hair. I mean, I was using this product. This is one of my favorite products to use. It doesn't have as much mint as it used to, but still it works wonders, especially for those edges you're trying to grow out. You can find this at beauty supply. It's called virgin hair fertilizer. Come up close. It's called virgin hair fertilizer. And you can apply it, and it's really good for growth. So basically, yeah, these are some of the things to consider if you're really trying to grow out your hair. But another thing you want to consider also is that please be patient, okay? Your hair is growing, okay? Everyone's hair is growing. Maybe your hair is growing at a slower pace, and that is due to genetics. That no one can do about. But what you can do is make sure that the little hair that you're growing, you are retaining it, which is very important for you to see that your hair is really growing. You want to make sure that whatever hair that is coming out of your scalp, whatever new growth you're seeing, you're retaining it and it's not breaking off, okay? So make sure to just practice methods and routines that will retain your length, and also methods that will reduce breakage for your hair. You want to make sure you're doing stuff along those lines to help you maintain your hair and also to retain the length, which overall leads to growth. But please be patient. Your hair is growing, your hair will grow, okay? You don't start from A and go to Z in a day. No, but it's going to happen. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes dedication, especially with natural hair. But most of these pointers that I've noted, if you note and you follow these steps that I've talked about today, you would see that you would experience growth. You would see that your hair will retain the length that you have been growing, okay? So I hope you really enjoyed this discussion that I had with you about hair growth. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm looking forward to hearing all your comments and your thoughts on this video. I really want to know what you think and what are some of the other methods that you have done that I didn't talk about. You can also list them down in the comments so other people can see it, because here we are here to share, okay? We are here to share the knowledge that we have gained on our journeys with other people, okay? So please share with other people. I encourage you to also make sure to follow me on other social media platforms. I am on Instagram at Koilinachi. I am on TikTok at Koilinachi, and I'm here on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you have a lovely day, okay? I'm sending you plenty of hugs, okay, today. If you need a hug, just know that I just gave you one, okay? And I hope that your day goes on well. Bye, and thank you so much for watching.